Welcome to Once Upon a Case. Because the law isn't just for lawyers, it's for everyone. Picture this. You walk into a hospital for some routine treatment, not knowing you're about to become the centerpiece of a massive legal debate. That's exactly what happened to John Moore, the plaintiff in one of the wildest court cases in American medical history, Moore v. Regents of the University of California, 1990. So, let's rewind to 1976. John Moore's just your regular guy, living in Seattle when he gets diagnosed with hairy cell leukemia, a rare blood cancer. His doctor, David Gold, tells him he needs to come to UCLA Medical Center for treatment. Sounds reasonable. But here's where things get weird. Goldie and his research team realize Moore's cells are unique, like jackpot unique. They could use his cells to create a super valuable cell line for medical research, and let's be honest, maybe even for big profits. But nobody tells Moore. He goes through multiple procedures: blood, bone marrow, spleen removed, believing it's all for his treatment. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, the university and Goldie file a patent on his cells, calling it the Mo cell line. They don't just patent it, they start licensing it out, making money, all while Moore is kept in the dark. One day, Moore finds out and he's furious. He sues the University of California, as well as his doctor, saying, "Hey, those are my cells. You made money off me, I should have a say, and maybe a share." The case goes up the California courts and lands in the state Supreme Court. So what did the court decide? Here's the wild part. The court says Moore does not own his cells once they're removed from his body. They rule that allowing people to own their discarded tissue would mess up medical research and innovation. But, big but, they also say Moore's doctor had a duty to inform him about his intentions and financial interests. In other words, the doctor messed up by not getting Moore's informed consent. Now this case is a legal landmark for a reason. It brings up huge questions. Who owns your body parts once they're removed? Can you profit off your own cells? Are doctors allowed to keep you in the dark about their side hustles? The answer, at least in California, is complicated. Moore lost his claim to the cell line profits, but he changed the conversation around informed consent and medical ethics forever. After this case, doctors and researchers had to be way more transparent with patients about what's actually happening with their tissues. So, next time you're at the hospital and they ask if you're okay with your tissue being used for research, now you know why. Moore's story is a reminder. Sometimes the biggest legal battles start with the smallest cells. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.